Okay, hello everyone. For this module, I will be focusing on introduction to standard and project coding in construction projects. As you know, the class is focusing on project initiation and planning. In construction planning, one main goal is to define the construction plans and the activity list in the plan that been introduced in the work breakdown structure module previously within a standard coding system. Each construction activity is defined by a code or by a number for that specific task or activity. The use of coding system will help in many ways, such as integrate all organizational efforts as well as enhance the information flow between the organizations and the project. So as a definition, a project code system, it provides the framework for project planning and control as a means of communication. So when we talk about a means of communication and what kind of part is involved, if you want to think about it, we have the management involved in the project. You have the scheduling engineer in the project. You might have the superintendent in the project involved. You have, let's say, the foremans, and then you have the cost engineer, and so on. And all of the parties in the project need to focus towards the code of the project that it will act as a means of communication that everyone will understand exactly when they refer to a specific task or activity. The cost engineer, then the super will know exactly what the engineer is referring to, the management, and vice versa, and all of them. So the coding system, it helps in many benefits. And I will highlight here three main ones that I found usable for you to share. One, reducing complexity. If you want to think about it, it actually replaces the verbal descriptions of items or work packages or tasks, which will help in reducing the length or the complexity of the information to be recorded in the project. Second, consistency. Also, it adds consistency, the coding system, in definitions and categories between projects and among the various parties involved in one project. Also, last but not least, it helps in the retrieval of historical records of, let's say, cost, productivity, and duration on a particular set of activities or tasks in any construction type or a project, and also electronic data storage and retrieval operations are much more efficient with standard coding systems. And there are two types of coding systems. There is the standard code, and then there is the project code, and we will go the details on both of them. The definition when it comes to standard code, it's basically a systematic classification and or categorization of all items of work or even costs sometimes that pertaining to a specific type of construction. That could be a commercial building or could be an institutional building or residential or so on. And the purpose for that standard code is it helps provide a comprehensive checklist of items or work tasks that can be found in a specific type of construction, not a project. type of construction, and I will tell you the difference when it comes to the project code. Also, it provides for uniformity, transfer, and comparison for later in the future of information among projects, as I explained before, and among the parties involved in one project. An example of a standard code is the master format. Here in North America, we use it a lot in a lot of projects, and it is developed few decades ago by a joint effort from industry partners as well as professional associations that led by two main ones, the Construction Specifications Institute, the CSI in USA, as well as the CSC in Canada, which is the Construction Specifications Canada. Master format divisions, which is an example of standard code. These are 16 one I want to share with you that were the divisions of the master format prior of 2004. After 2004, they actually expanded more on the master format divisions to reach around 48 or now closer to 50. So these are the main divisions that I would love to share with you just for this module. You can go to master format website and look at all the details of the divisions that are available, including these 16. In the coding system, usually, like the master format, usually the first two digits in the number of the code represent one of the main divisions for work to be done. So let's say if we have concrete is number 3, for example, so the first two digits for any work related to concrete will start by 03. Let's say if metals is number 5, so any code that comes with a 05 in the beginning, first thing comes to my mind will be, okay, it's a work related to metals in my project. Each division is further specified by digits extension, indicating another level of subdivisions. And in many cases, actually, these subdivisions are further divided with an additional digits to identify more specific work items or sometimes even materials. So let's take an example in the following slide. So the first bullet point here, 03, it refers, as I explained to you when you go to the master format list, towards any kind of work related to concrete. The 3546 refers to more, as I explained, subdivision. So in this case, the 03, 35, 46 refers to concrete topical treatments in my project. Another example, when I go to 02, 8713, if you go and check the list, we have that focused more into mold remediation. And 02 here, it's more focused on the site preparation. So anything related to 02, I know that I'm doing a task or a work element focusing on the site preparation of my project. And this is the example what I was talking about. So if you have even this number goes more into details for other digits, you can tell there is more details. So the same exact number here, but I have number 13 that will go to the precautions for mold remediation. So it is part of the mold remediation, but more focus on the precautions. This is another example for number 16. The same exact number, the same exact standard code, but you have number 16 focusing more in mold remediation, preparation, and containment. Number 19, for example, also focusing on mold remediation, but in a clearance air sampling. Last but not least, we have number 33 here. I want to share with you that highlight more the removal and disposal of materials with the mold. So if you can notice, all these subdivisions of the mold remediation has to be related to the mold remediation that will be focused on the 02, that focused on the site preparation. So I think now you have a good understanding of what we mean about the standard code and the divisions and the subdivisions with the digits that explained here.